Hello and good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Bill Gray Legion Stadium at Champion Car Wash Field in beautiful Roseburg, Oregon, as we get ready to bring you Umpqua Riverhawks baseball this afternoon, a doubleheader against the Linn-Benton Roadrunners. We are excited to bring you today's action in what is the final week of the regular season for the Northwest Athletic Conference. The South Region is a tight one. The Riverhawks and the Roadrunners have clinched their spots in the postseason, but there's still plenty left to be decided. Which team will finish as your South Region champion? It's come down to LBCC and UCC battling it out for the league title here this week. It's a much easier task to be done for the Linn-Benton Roadrunners, who come in at 23-9 on the season. They've got the lead, a 3-game advantage over the Umpqua Riverhawks, who come in at 20-12 in league play. The Riverhawks will have to win all 4 of their games this week, all 4 of them against the Linn-Benton Roadrunners. LBCC needs to win just once to claim that South Region title. It's going to be an uphill climb for your Umpqua Riverhawks, but we're looking forward to seeing how it plays out for you here today. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Joey Kieran. Great to be with you back here on Riverhawks TV, although it is a new Riverhawks TV. Unfortunately, due to some unforeseen circumstances beyond our control, we lost our old station, and we are on a new channel. It's fairly similar to the old one, just missing a lot of the things that have happened previously in Riverhawks athletics. We're working on putting up old videos of the Umpqua Riverhawks baseball team from this season. I still have old copies of those and can upload those. Unfortunately, there is a number of games from the past that, we don't have access to those old videos. But we do have a new channel, Riverhawks TV. Trying to go by the same name there, although apparently I added an S in there, so Riverhawks TV. And if you're hearing my voice right now, that means you found us. Thank you for tuning in and joining us. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button there on the stream so that you can make sure that you don't miss more of Umpqua Riverhawks athletics going forward. It is definitely an unfortunate event that we lost all of our subscriber base from before. We're hoping to build it back up, and we want to, more importantly, just make sure that you, the fan of Umpqua Riverhawks athletics, don't miss out on the opportunities to follow the team going forward. So hit that subscribe button while you're here watching today's action, and we appreciate you tuning in and joining us for today's game. We've got beautiful weather here at the ballpark today, 64 degrees right now, expecting to get into the mid-70s for the afternoon. Sunshine overhead, not a cloud really in the sky, some haziness off in the distance, but right now overhead it is plenty of blue skies for us as we get ready to get this one underway. The Chemeketa Storm took 4 games against this Linn-Benton team last week. A rarity there to see one team get 4 straight wins against the Roadrunners. Your defending South Region title champions. They've won it for the last 6 years, looking to win their 7th straight. Every year since 2017, they've been the South Region title holder. But Chemeketa knocking them down and leaving the door open for the Umpqua Riverhawks in the South Region by taking all 4 games last week in what was a tight string of games. 4 consecutive one-run games for Chemeketa in wins on top of Linn-Benton. But that left the door open just a crack, and UCC did their part last week, winning 3 straight games against the Southwestern Oregon Lakers. After losing 3 games to start out that season series against the Lakers, the Riverhawks won Game 2 in a doubleheader last week on Thursday here at Champion Car Wash Field, and then went to Southwestern Oregon to play 2 games on the Saturday doubleheader, and they took both of those to win 3 straight and finish out with a season split, 3 games each between the Riverhawks and the Lakers this year. Those 2 wins on Saturday were big for the Riverhawks, 7-5, 7-1 on top of SWAC, and because they were able to get those wins, they were able to stay within a reach of Linn-Benton for the South Region title. But again, they've got to win all 4 of their games this week against the Roadrunners, and you might say to yourself, well, the Roadrunners are first. The Roadrunners have won the league title 6 consecutive years. They're the defending conference champions. But Umpqua already has 2 wins against the Roadrunners this season. So we'll see how things play out for us here today as we play the final 2 games of the regular season here at Champion Car Wash Field. Now, the Riverhawks may have games coming up in the future next week here at home. And that is still to be decided. If the Riverhawks can win the South Region title by finishing out the season on an amazing hot streak, they would automatically get into the Northwest Athletic Conference, which is held in Longview, Washington at Lower Columbia College. That would be May 22nd through the 26th. 4 straight wins to end the season, and the Riverhawks are in that automatically for the first time since the program returned in 2020. It's going to be a big mission to accomplish, but the Riverhawks looking to do that here this week. So if that were the case, that would mean that these would be the final 2 games here at home this season for the Riverhawks. But if the Riverhawks cannot win the South Region title, they are very much in contention to host a Super Regional coming up next week. The Umpqua Riverhawks, let's see here. They would clinch at least a home Super Regional with any combo adding up to 3 of UCC wins and Southwestern Oregon losses. So if the Riverhawks win 2 out of this next 4 games against Linn-Benton, and somewhere in that stretch, SWAC wins or loses 1 game, that would add up to 3. And the Riverhawks would get the 2 seed out of the South Region and would host a Super Regional. So the Riverhawks have a chance to be the home team in a Super Regional for a second consecutive year. They were the home team in the Super Regional last year here at Champion Car Wash Field. Unfortunately, things did not work out down the stretch for them, and they did not advance out of the Super Regionals into the conference tournament. So they are looking to either win the South Region title and get into the conference tournament automatically, or win at least a few games, maybe take 3 out of 4 against Linn-Benton to finish out the season and clinch a Super Regional here at home coming up next week. If that's the case, we'll have to figure out what the broadcast schedule is looking like for next week and get all those details sorted out for you. But a lot to figure out here over the last week of the regular season. Linn-Benton and UCC, they're into the postseason. But for Linn-Benton, is it going to be a Super Regional that they're hosting, or are they into the conference tournament? For UCC, are they into the conference tournament? Are they hosting a Super Regional? Or maybe do they end up having to go to a Super Regional if things don't go their direction here over this final week of the season? SWAC, Chemeketa, Lane, they're all trying to clinch their postseason berths as well. For SWAC and Chemeketa, still the outside chance that they could host a Super Regional if they finish strong and UCC does not. Whew, there's a lot going on as we hit the final stretch of the regular season. It is so much fun to be a part of it. This is kind of how you hope it plays out. Everything on the line as you get down to the final few games of the regular season. Coaches are meeting at home plate and going over the ground rules, exchanging lineup cards, and getting ready for today's matchup. Head coach Jacob Whistler in the bright yellow shirts honoring the UCC softball program this year. And then one of the assistant coaches for Linn-Benton, we were informed that head coach Andy Peterson not with the team here today. And so if he's tuning in, we do wish him the best and hope that everything's all right and that he's back with his team here soon. But it is his assistant coaches that'll be carrying the load for him here today as the Roadrunners visit Champion Car Wash Field. We will have more coming up for you here as we get ready for this one. Starting lineups will be right around the corner, but we are going to go ahead and pause real quick for the national anthem here from Champion Car Wash Field. Well, you heard the man. Let's go ahead and get this one underway. It's time to introduce you to the starting lineups for today's matchup. We'll start off with the visiting Linn-Benton Roadrunners. Their head coach is Andy Peterson, 7th year, as mentioned moments ago, I should say. Not with the team today, but he is the head coach there for Linn-Benton. And his squad, his assistant coaches, putting together a starting 9 that'll feature Colton Lindstrom, the right fielder, leading off, followed by Andrew Demenu in left field. Brian Starr, the shortstop, batting 3rd. Jackson Farah, the DH, will bat cleanup, followed by Jake Dodge, the first baseman, hitting 5th. At second base and batting 6th is Eli Rolfe. Chase Logan, the catcher, batting 7th. Sam Ginsante in center field, batting 8th. And rounding out the starting 9 will be Connor Boyd, the third baseman. Look at your starting 9 there for the visiting Roadrunners. Defensively for the Riverhawks as they get ready to take the field. Looking around the diamond behind the plate, it's Jeremiah Robbins catching for Umpqua. Out at first base, Zane Bidwell. At second base is Jackson Thompson. On the left side of the diamond, you've got Noah Cox at third and Peyton Smith at short. In the outfield, from left to right, it's Aiden O'Malley, Tristan Schaefer, and Carson Dunn. They will look to support their starting pitcher here in this one. On the mound here in today's ball game will be Sam Kaufman. The big right-hander has been lights out this season, but the innings starting to rack up on him, and he took his first loss of the season in the last game for the Riverhawks. Comes in with a 6-1 record, making his 11th start of the season. He's thrown 55 innings during that time, a 2.29 ERA. He's got 67 strikeouts to 34 walks this season, as he looks to pick up win number 7. Looking forward to a heck of a ball game here today as we get ready for Umpqua Riverhawks baseball. Appreciate everybody tuning in and joining us for the matchup. And again, make sure you hit that subscribe button while you're here watching with us today to make sure that you don't miss out on another broadcast of Umpqua Riverhawks athletics. We have the new channel started, so want to make sure everybody is back where they belong, joining us as a part of the family here on Riverhawks TV. Sam Kaufman started Game 2 the first time these two teams met here at Champion Car Wash Field. He threw all 7 innings in that contest. This will be a 9-inning game. 9 strikeouts, 2 walks, no runs allowed, and only 2 hits given up as he picked up his 4th win of the season. So Kaufman will be on the mound. He will face Colton Lindstrom, the right fielder. Lindstrom comes in batting .274 on the season. First pitch is in high and away, ball 1, and we are underway at 1:04. 1-0 delivery for Kaufman. Missing high and away again. Falls behind 2-0. Walks were an issue his last time out. Started out shaky. Issued a few walks. I believe it was 4 in the first inning. And then settled in nicely. But he is starting out the same way as he misses low and outside for a 3-0 count. Try not to let the leadoff man get aboard without having to work for it, and unable to do so. A leadoff walk issued to Colton Lindstrom. Lindstrom will take his 9th walk of the year, and that's going to prompt an early visit out to the mound for Josh Robbins. It was against Swak, and Kaufman issued 5 walks total his last time out. This was a week ago. He had 4 walks in the first inning, gave up a double in there as well and a sac fly. And his tendency to put runners on there in that first inning in the last start ended up leading to a 4-0 lead for Swak that the Riverhawks were unable to dig out of. 1 on, nobody out. And up to bat will be Andrew Demenu. He'll take the first pitch down the middle, waiting to see a strike. He gets it on the first offering, and we are underway here on the second batter, an 0-1 count. Demanu with a man at first. Swings away, pops that up. Playable for Zane Bidwell, the first baseman in foul territory. Runs that one down, and maybe just a little bit of weight off the shoulders for Sam Kaufman as they get the first out here in the top of the first inning. Kaufman now has one out to work with and has the opportunity to kind of settle into this ball game. After giving up the 4 walks, he only allowed one more walk the rest of that game in his last start, but put himself in a pretty big hole that he couldn't dig out of. He fires in the first pitch for a strike to Bryant Starr, the 3-hitter. Kaufman ended up going 5 innings in that last start, as he misses just high and away, a 1-1 count. He ended up going 5 innings. After the first inning, he only allowed 1 hit. He did give up another run, but he only allowed 1 more hit and 1 more walk, and finished with 7 strikeouts on the day, but just did not start out on the right foot. His 1-1 pitch is low out at first base. Holding is Lindstrom. 2 balls and a strike. Nice crowd showing up here again today. We've got field trip day here for McGovern Elementary School. I think 4th and 5th graders today. Breaking ball, top of the zone for a called strike. 2-2 for Starr. So we've got a nice section of youngsters up in the front rows, getting a great vantage point of watching today's ball game. Getting to enjoy some sunshine, some fresh air, and a little bit of entertainment. That ball lifted down the left field side. Foul for Starr as he stays alive with the 2-2 count. Try it again here on the 2-2 pitch for Kaufman. Got him to swing after a pitch high and inside. Foul ball. Chasing a pitch outside the zone there. Starr. That one was high and tight. Surprised he even caught up to it at all to get a piece of it. Again, the 2-2 for Kaufman out of the stretch with a man at first and 1 away. That ball lifted, line drive right to the third baseman, and a double play is out at first base. Lindstrom saw the ball in the air, but couldn't get back to first base in time. He was moving on the contact, got slipped up, couldn't get back to the bag, and he is doubled off at first to finish off things here in the top of the first inning. A line drive to third for Bryant Starr. That was your second out. Caught by Noah Cox and then doubled off at first was Lindstrom. And it turns out to be an unconventional 1-2-3 inning here in the first. So we are through half an inning, no runs, no hits. There were no errors and ended up being nobody left on base. Linn-Benton shut out in the top half of the first inning. We go to the bottom half of the first inning. And let's go ahead and take a look at your starting lineup for the Umpqua Riverhawks, led by head coach Jake Whistler. His starting 9 will have Tristan Schaefer leading off, the center fielder, followed by Aiden O'Malley, the left fielder. Zane Bidwell, the first baseman, batting third, followed by Peyton Smith, the shortstop. Noah Cox at third base, batting fifth, followed by the DH, Cole Stoddard, hitting sixth. The catcher, Jeremiah Robbins, will bat seventh, followed by second baseman Jackson Thompson. And in right field, it's Carson Dunn, rounding out your starting 9 for the Riverhawks. Defensively, for the visiting Linn-Benton Roadrunners, behind the plate, Chase Logan. Out at first base, Jake Dodge. Eli Rolfe at second. Left side of the diamond, it's Connor Boyd at third and Bryant Starr at short. And the outfield from left to right, Andrew Demanu, Sam Ginsante, and Colton Lindstrom. They will look to support their starting pitcher. Out on the mound is going to be Connor Mendez, making his 10th start of the season. He's got a 3-1 record, A 0.84 ERA over 53 and 2/3 innings, 61 strikeouts, and 16 walks. So we go to the bottom of the first inning, scoreless ball game. And leading off will be Tristan Schaefer. Schaefer, the leadoff man, has been a tough out this year. That's why they got him in the leadoff spot. He takes high and inside for a 1-0 count. Schaefer on the season, batting .273. He's got the 1-0 count. Takes inside, just below the belt buckle. 2-0 for Mendez. Mendez faced UCC in Game 1 of that doubleheader back on March 20th. He'll hit the outside corner for a called strike. 2-1 against Schaefer. Mendez threw just 4 and 2/3 innings. He allowed 1 earned run, 2 runs total on no hits, 5 walks, and 5 strikeouts. Ball fouled back. Strike 2. A 2-2 count. The leadoff man, Tristan Schaefer. Trying to get a man on base for the Riverhawks, see if they can grab an early lead against Linn-Benton. Takes high. Linn-Benton has played a lot of close games in this home stretch. The last 4 games, all against Chemeketa. All of them, 4 straight games, all decided by 1 run, and they were all losses for the Roadrunners. Mendez on the mound, takes his time, working out of the stretch, facing home, turns and fires, breaking ball, strike 3. That pitch had some nasty movement to it. That is going to be a strikeout to start things off. Schaefer goes down looking. 1 away, Aiden O'Malley will bat. One away, nobody on base. Brings up Aiden O'Malley. Long wait for the first pitch. Breaking ball. Slices in for a strike. Got the off-speed breaking pitches working so far for Mendez. Aiden O'Malley, 2 in the lineup. Batting .261 on the year. Swings through, and he finds himself in an 0-2 hole here early on. 61 strikeouts, only 16 walks on the year for Mendez. Man, he has been, that's tough. He's not giving up a lot. He's got the 0-2 count. Fouled back. Surprising to see that he's only issued 16 walks. He had 5 against the Riverhawks the first time the 2 teams met. So kind of surprising to see that he had that much of a struggle against UCC the first go-round. Mendez trying to get his second strikeout, has the 0-2 count. His breaking ball this time missed a bit high behind the plate. Chase Logan tried to draw that one back towards the strike zone. Doesn't get the call. A 1-2 count. Out of his windup for Mendez. The righty delivers. Gets another swing and he gets another strikeout. This time it's a swing and a miss. Back-to-back punch-outs to begin the game for the visiting pitcher here today at Bill Gray Legion Stadium at Champion Car Wash Field. With 2 down, Zane Bidwell will bat. Bidwell hitting .278 on the year. He stands in and waits, looking to get the crowd, garner the crowd's attention here today. He swings through the first pitch, though, for strike 1. Mendez looking to retire the side in order. 1-2-3. Try to make it a quick first inning with both teams going down with the top three batters only coming up. A strikeout victim, Tristan Schaefer, Aiden O'Malley. Zane Bidwell on target to maybe do the same. He's behind 0-2. Bidwell looking to be a defensive batter. Stands in. Fouls that one out of play. Headed towards the dirt parking lot. Down the right side of the ballpark here. For a first inning that's had 3 up and 3 down for the top half, and maybe 3 up, 3 down here in the bottom half. Is the ball pulled left side? Nah, I am corrected. It's going to be a base knock for Zane Bidwell. Bidwell at first base gets his way on. A 2-out base knock for the Riverhawks. I was going to say it's been kind of a slower moving first inning for an inning that has had just 6 batters come up to bat. But then Zane Bidwell made a liar out of me by getting a 2-out, 2-strike base hit to left field. So you've got a runner on at first with 2 down, and the first pitch misses. Ball 1 issued to Peyton Smith. Smith batting in the cleanup spot. He's had some good power numbers, 4 extra base hits on the year, 17 RBI. He's drawn 23 walks. That leads the team. And he'll power one towards center field, but it's going to go dead center out to Sam Ginsante to make the catch and retire the side. I was going to say that despite batting in the cleanup spot, only batting 185 on the year, but Peyton Smith has been productive despite a low average. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with some production there for the Riverhawks in the bottom of the first. They'll leave a man stranded. It is scoreless after 1. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We'll come back after a brief break here at Champion Car Wash Field. It's a scoreless game between the Riverhawks and the Linn-Benton Roadrunners here on Riverhawks TV. First pitch in for a strike as we go to the top of the second inning. Sam Kaufman starting things off ahead against the cleanup batter, Jackson Farah, who hits in the cleanup position and bats left-handed, and now will get on base after getting hit by a pitch. First hit batter for Kaufman in this outing. Again, the leadoff man will get on base for the Roadrunners. 1 on, Jake Dodge will stand in. First pitch misses low, ball 1. Jake Dodge, 242 hitter. Has the 1-0 count, and he swings through a breaking ball. Disappears down low for the lefty. Back-to-back batters from the left side of the plate. A 1-1 count. Kaufman misses inside of the lefty, almost hits a second consecutive left-handed batter. 2 balls and a strike with nobody out, a man at first. Ball popped up, out of play. It'll even up the count. 2-2. Kaufman's delivery got him to pop up and foul off another one. That ball will get well out of play once again. Count stays 2-2. Fresh baseballs need to make their way out. Mount Hood Community College and Clackamas squaring off in a doubleheader today as well, just getting underway at 1 o'clock. Pitch is high, full count. They got started at 1 o'clock. Mount Hood and Clackamas residing at the bottom of the standings right now. Clackamas 12 games out of first place, and Mount Hood is 15. Full count pitch, fouled off. Ballpark buzzing with all the kids here today. The full count pitch for Kaufman. Again, that ball golfed out towards center field. Able to watch it for quite some time before running underneath it. Tristan Schaefer in center field.
The next batter, number 3,
makes the catch with 2 hands, retires the first batter here in the top of the second. 1 away, man still at first after Jackson Farah reached on a hit-by pitch. Eli Rolfe stands in. 6-hitter in the lineup. Rolfe batting .220. He takes low for ball 1. A 1-0 count. Riverhawks wearing the white pinstripes today. Very much a New York Yankees kind of look. There's another disappearing breaking ball out of Kaufman. Gets a swing and a miss out of Rolfe. Eli Rolfe, first time seeing Sam Kaufman, went 0 for 2 back in March. So the white tops, white trousers, black pinstripes with Riverhawks across the chest on the button-up tops. They've got the white socks, black socks. They've got the black caps with the Riverhawk logo on front. Pickoff throw to first base, not in time. Other side, it's the dark navy blue tops. Looks like a pullover top for the Roadrunners. Gray trousers for them. There's a 1-1 pitch outside. 2 balls and a strike. Gray trousers with a stripe down the side. The gold and navy blue on there. White numbers on the back. No, those are button-up tops for the Linn-Benton Roadrunners here today. Uniform descriptions there. 2-1 pitch inside, swung on and missed. If I'm remembering, or kind of if I noticed it correctly, and it looks like I did, the Riverhawks all have the pants that go down just to the knees. The Roadrunners have theirs all go down to the ankles. It's a breaking ball low and outside. And the count once again goes full. So no socks exposed by the Roadrunners with their uniform combination. Full count pitch with a man at first, 1 away. Runner takes off, ball fouled away. So back to first base will go Jackson Farah. Farah with 5 stolen bases, but he's been caught 3 times, so almost half of his attempts he's been caught. He's back at first with that full count pitch. Strike 3 called. Hit the outside corner at the low portion of the strike zone. First strikeout of the day for Sam Kaufman.
14, Chase Logan.
First strikeout for Kaufman. 2 down, and Chase Logan, the 7th hitter, left-handed batter, digs in. Catcher. Swings through the first pitch. Logan this season batting an even 200. He has 8 RBIs, 1 extra base hit. Probably would take an extra base hit to pick up an RBI in this situation with 2 outs and a runner on at first. He fouls off the next pitch, off his front foot for strike 2. Riverhawks won those first 2 games against Linn-Benton. Game 1 was a 7-1 victory as they pulled away and were able to really stretch it out after taking a 2-0 lead in the first. They would add 5 runs in the 6th, 7th, and 8th innings in that game. And then they won game 2, 2-0. Runner going, and the throw down to second base safe. My apologies for cutting away to the wide angle. See if we can get a look at it here from behind the play. I'll try to do that here in a moment. Runner at second with a 1-2 pitch coming, and the pitch is high. This was that throw down to second base moments ago. Ooh, that was close. Had to reapply the tag, did Peyton Smith, but he might have gotten it there just in time. Ball popped up. It'll be playable on the right side for Carson Dunn in right field so that stolen base doesn't come back to haunt the Riverhawks, no matter the call there. Fly out to right field for Chase Logan. We'll wrap things up here in the second inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. Still scoreless as we go to the bottom of the second here on Riverhawks TV. Cox, Stoddard, and Robbins due up for the Umpqua Riverhawks as we begin the bottom of the second inning. On the mound, Connor Mendez, a pair of strikeouts in the first. Did give up a hit, but left a man stranded as he kept the game scoreless. He fires in a fastball, misses inside for ball 1 to start things off here against Noah Cox. Cox, kind of like Peyton Smith, he's been productive despite not having the hits that he would like. As a 1-0 pitch coming in for Mendez. No, shakes off a few pitches, finally gets the one he likes. Misses inside, check swing, holding back for Cox. Noah Cox, 2 for 13 in his last 6 games. You'd say, ooh, that's not great, but he has been productive. 7 walks, only 2 strikeouts, so he's been a tough out, putting the ball in play, getting on base with walks, but he's looking to try and pick up a base hit here. The 2-0 pitch, fouled back. Cox's average just over the Mendoza line at 204. Trying to get a leadoff man on base here in the second inning of this 9-inning contest. Mendez, a picky pitcher on the mound. He is shaking off, it was like 3 or 4 pitches. He gives up one, right side, sneaks its way into the outfield grass on safely. Noah Cox does, in fact, start out things here in the second inning with a base hit. So he gets his way on base. 1 on, and it'll bring up Cole Stoddard. Stoddard DHing, bats from the left side. They've got a trio of guys, big guys, first baseman types, Stoddard, Heckman, Vance. They've kind of rotated through those guys throughout the season. Stoddard looking to try and be a hero here. See if he can get the ball in play and come up with a chance to try and move the leadoff man Noah Cox around and put him into scoring position. Playing way in at third, the third baseman, Connor Boyd, showing a bunt and expecting it. It goes back to the mound. The play will be to first. A long underhand toss to first base. But it gets there in time to Jake Dodge, and that's a sac bunt for Cole Stoddard. And there's one away.
The next batter, number 8, Jeremiah Robbins.
So 1 down on the sac bunt, moves a runner into scoring position. Cox looking to try and give the Riverhawks a lead from second base. Jeremiah Robbins will bat. The catcher, hot start to his college career. There's a pickoff throw to second, not there. Hot start to his college career. Cooled off significantly as the season has gone on, but he has been a big bat in the lineup at times. 5 doubles on the year, 12 RBI. Batting .208. Takes the first pitch outside for ball 1. As a team, this Umpqua Riverhawks team batting .234 on the year. That ranks 19th in the Northwest Athletic Conference. Linn-Benton, not that much ahead, .236, just 2/100ths of a point higher. 1-0 pitch down the middle of the plate at the knees for a called strike. Might have tailed to the outer half there against Robbins. 1-1 count. So these two teams kind of middle of the pack offensively. Looking at the matchup, kind of offensively, both these teams middle of the pack, but defensively and pitching-wise, they've been pretty strong. Ranking among the best in the conference this year. A breaking ball misses outside for Mendez. Runs scored, they rank 21 and 22. Umpqua 21 and Linn-Benton 22. But runs allowed, Linn-Benton's at number 2 in the conference, and Umpqua's at number 4. 2-1 pitch, misses outside. Count goes to 3-1 against Robbins. So again, middle of the pack offensively, but defensively and pitching, they've been up there. Can pitching and defense get you into the conference championship tournament? We will find out. A 3-1 count here for Robbins. The delivery from Mendez got him to swing and miss. Had the green light on the hitter's count and swings through it for strike 2. Full count. Out at second base, Noah Cox after his leadoff single to begin things here in the bottom of the second. Strike 3 called. Got the outside corner. Robbins was thinking ball 4. Home plate umpire thought otherwise. Third strikeout in the game for Mendez. A big second out here in the second inning. The 8-hitter Jackson Thompson stands in. Borderline pitch there, right on the edge. Tough one for the hitter to watch go by. Breaking ball outside to Thompson. Jackson Thompson been a mainstay at second base here in his freshman year, batting .286 on the season. Good reason he's been out there. Been reliable at second base as well. 13 RBI for him. See if he can add to that total here with a man in scoring position. Don't want to waste a leadoff single to Noah Cox. The 1-0 pitch. Mendez bounces it in by the plate for a 2-0 count. UCC and LBC in this doubleheader, and then you had Mount Hood and Clackamas in their doubleheader going on today. Those are the only games in the NWAC going on today. Tomorrow, SWAC and Chemeketa to begin their 4-game series to finish out the season, and that's a huge one. Right now, those two teams are in 3rd and 4th, trying to secure their postseason berths. 2-0 delivery by Mendez. Takes his time checking second. His breaking ball does drop in for a strike. So with Linn-Benton and Umpqua clinching their berths in the postseason, there's 2 more spots available. 3 teams with a chance: SWAC, Chemeketa, and Lane. I was going to ask, and I forgot to do so before the game, but SWAC and Lane have a game they've got to try to make up. It's a late swing by Thompson. Misses, and he's got a 2-2 count. SWAC and Lane had a game that they were tied 1-1, and it had to be postponed, I believe, because of darkness. And no word on if they will make it up, when they'll make it up, but it could be a game that really comes into play. 2-2 pitch inside. The breaking ball misses. Carries a bit too far inside. That ball starts up at the eyeballs, carries inside, and dropped down to right below the letters, really. Man, a lot of movement on that pitch for Connor Mendez. He's got a full count pitch coming up here to Jackson Thompson with 2 down and a man at second. Misses inside and issues the walk. First walk issued by Mendez. Again, he had 5 walks against Umpqua the first go-round. Puts a man on at first with a runner already at second. And the 9-hitter Carson Dunn, who has been real dangerous this season. Dunn comes in with a 3-game hit streak. And he is batting .338 in 34 games. He takes outside for ball 1. Dunn, the speedy outfielder, plays right, plays center. Could play left, but I don't think they've asked him to go out that way. He's got 2 triples on the team. Tied for the team lead with the other speedster who's on deck, Tristan Schaefer. We get a visit out to the mound for the coaching staff to go have a conversation here after a 1-0 start to the at-bat for Carson Dunn. So as I was saying earlier, that SWAC and Chemeketa series that gets started tomorrow with a doubleheader, all of those games I believe, are going to be on the coast in Coos Bay. But that's a pretty big series there. That will help decide the final 2 teams that get into the postseason out of the South Region. And it could come down to SWAC and Lane don't have to play that game that was postponed. Maybe it doesn't end up being a game that would have any deciding factor tied to it. Or it could come down to those 2 teams have to play that game to get the standings all sorted out so that everybody plays 36 league games. I did want to check and find out to see if that game will in fact be played. My assumption would be that it would, since it's a league game, but I was going to check with Coach Whistler before things and find out if he had any information on that. I did not remember to do so. Pitch high and away to Carson Dunn, a 2-0 count. A walk would load him up and bring the top of the order back up to bat for the Riverhawks to see Mendez for a second time. Connor Mendez delivers the 2-0 pitch, catches the outside corner, hitting the bottom of the strike zone. Connor Mendez has had a nice season. Not that long ago, about a month ago, April 9th, was announced as the NWAC Pitcher of the Week, getting that honor. 2-1, fought off for strike 2. Mendez earned that honor in April, and back in February, Brody McMullen also named a Pitcher of the Week in the NWAC. The Roadrunners earning that honor twice this year. Right now, Mendez, a 2-2 pitch coming up to Carson Dunn, trying to get through this second inning with runners at first and second. Breaking ball, grounded towards short. Up with it. Starr, throw over to first. We'll get it there in time to finish things off here in the second. So the Riverhawks will leave 2 men on base, and they are unable to try and take the lead here. 6-3 ground out for Carson Dunn finishes off the frame. No runs, 1 hit. There were no errors, and 2 runners left on base. Still scoreless through 2. Here from Champion Car Wash Field in Roseburg on Riverhawks TV. Top of the third inning, 8-9 hitters due up for the Roadrunners. Sam Kaufman fires in a first pitch, strike 1 to Sam Ginsante, the center fielder. 0-1 delivery outside. Kaufman and Mendez have a somewhat dissimilar approach on the mound. Kaufman working strictly out of the stretch with nobody on and with runners on. And he's more of a diligent worker. He gets the sign and gets going. So he misses high, a 2-1 count. Mendez, very selective with his pitches, it feels. Number of shakeoffs there in that second inning. Takes his time. Seems to take his moment getting his grip and firing in. 2-1 outside and low, a 3-1 count for Ginsante. So, kind of 2 different styles here. Quick worker in Kaufman, while Mendez a little bit more deliberate. A 3-1 pitch by Kaufman. Outside, ball 4. And not the way you want to start it. Leadoff man has been on base all 3 innings so far for Linn-Benton. And sooner or later, it's going to come back to get you. Ginsante batting .220, draws his 9th walk of the season. First pitch now in the at-bat to the 9-hitter Boyd. He lays down a sac bunt, first base side, picked up by Kaufman, gets it to first in time. Up to second base will go Ginsante. 9-hitter Connor Boyd, asked to do a job, comes up and does exactly what he was asked to do. Second inning in a row where a man gets into scoring position for the Roadrunners. Top of the order here, Lindstrom looking to try and do some damage. Takes inside for ball 1 on a heater. Lindstrom didn't face Sam Kaufman in the first meeting back in March, so his first at-bat to lead off the game where he drew a walk was the first time he saw him. 1-0 count for Kaufman. His breaking ball hits the top of the zone. Umpqua is significantly played a lot more games at home. They're 15 and they're 2 games over 500, both at home and on the road though. 15 and 13 in games played here at Champion Car Wash Field. The ball popped up, foul territory, gets out of play. crowd is boisterous today. Love to hear it. I think it has to do with the fact that we've got a stadium filled with 4th and 5th graders who are probably extremely happy to be out of the classroom. That ball poked right side, out of play. Stays a 1-2 count. We do have some activity going in the bullpen for the Riverhawks. That is Hunter Robinson getting loose, some early throwing. That ball fought off right side, softly hit out to Dunn in right field. Dunn quickly fires it back in. Lindstrom will go down, out number 2, poking it opposite field, but not enough to try and allow the runner to tag and advance to third. So staying at second base is John Sante. And now Andrew Demanu. Demanu, the left fielder, popped out to the first baseman in foul territory in his first at-bat of the day. He swings through an off-speed pitch, expecting something a little bit harder. And Demanu out on his front foot, gets caught off guard, swings through it. Starts him off with the 0-1 count here. Kaufman trying to get through the third. That ball belted down the left side, but foul out towards the softball complex beyond the left field fence. Demanu was looking for probably a fastball on the first pitch, was out in front of the breaking ball. Second pitch, tried to challenge him with something a little harder on the inside corner. He got around on that one. He's got the 0-2 pitch coming. Outside corner and behind the plate, Robbins thought it was strike 3. I think his momentum, he was thinking it was going to happen. Momentum kind of took him that direction, and he had to take those hard steps just to keep his balance, but didn't get the call he was expecting either. The 1-2 from Kaufman. Poked it right side. An easy grounder off the bat at Demanu to Jackson Thompson to retire the final out here in the third inning. So the top of the third, another runner gets on, but no damage done. No runs, no hits, no errors. One man left on base for the Roadrunners. We go to the bottom of the third inning. It's still scoreless here on Riverhawks TV. Well, our young fans in attendance have departed. School day starting to get close to wrapping up, so they are headed back to the classroom. And the first pitch low and inside from Connor Mendez to the leadoff man, Tristan Schaefer. Start things off here in the bottom of the third. It's a scoreless ball game. 2 hits in the game for the Riverhawks. Looking to add to it here is Schaefer. He takes a breaking ball. Again, a lot of vertical movement on that pitch for Mendez, and it's called for strike 1. So things I mean, you could tell. Decidedly a little bit more calmer now that the youths have departed. Schaefer smacks one out of play, foul. If you're in our region here, in the Roseburg and surrounding community area, and you're tuning in to follow with us, we encourage you to come on out maybe for game 2 this evening. Grab some dinner here at the concession stand provided by UCC. And come out and support the team for what could possibly be the final game here at home this year for the Riverhawks. Check swing, did he go around? Yes, that is the call. Schaefer seemed to think it was an automatic thing that he was going to go down with that check swing. And that'll be the second strikeout for him here today. 4th strikeout in the contest for Connor Mendez. Got one down, nobody on. Aiden O'Malley, strikeout victim in the first inning, stands in. Bleachers a little less full behind home now. Mendez breaking ball outside. Taking their spot behind home, a couple of the players for UCC tracking pitches back there. Now they've got their prominent spot with their bright yellow UCC softball tribute shirts. The 1-0 count. Breaking ball carries away from the right-handed hitter once again. Aiden O'Malley coming in with a 4-game hit streak. He also has a hit in 8 of his last 9 games and has reached safely in 9 straight games. So looking to try and keep all of that going here by getting on base in the 3rd inning. Swings through the 2-0 offering. The Riverhawks have had a runner on in every inning so far. They had 2 on in the last half inning. Linn-Benton has also had a runner on in every base, or in every inning, excuse me. 2-1 pitch, grounded, third base. In front of it is Boyd, down to a knee, gets up and throws across the diamond just in time to retire Aiden O'Malley. Boyd at third base got a little twisted up on fielding that one, but he was able to get to his feet and fire across the diamond strong and get Aiden O'Malley by a half step. 2 down. It brings up Zane Bidwell. He had the 2-out single in the first inning to give the Riverhawks their first hit of the day and their first base runner. Fouls off the first pitch. Bidwell's base knock in the first inning came with 2 strikes against him. Oh, 0-1 count. Breaking ball catches the zone. No balls, 2 strikes. Mendez trying to get a 1-2-3 frame here. He has not done that yet today, and he'll step off. The 0-2 delivery from Mendez, shakes off a couple pitches, finds the one he wants, and misses outside with his fastball. Bidwell, the 3rd hitter in the lineup. Waits on the 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball, reach for it, pulls it left side. A high hopper for Boyd. Over to first base to retire Bidwell. So it is a 1-2-3 frame for the Riverhawks here in the bottom of the 3rd. They're unable to get a man on base, and they're unable to do anything to try and take the lead. We are done with 3 innings of play here from Champion Car Wash Field. It remains a 0-0 ball game. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on for the Riverhawks. Top of the 4th coming up when we return on Riverhawks TV. Top of the fourth inning, first pitch, swing and a miss for Brian Starr, the third hitter in the lineup card for the Linn-Benton Roadrunners here today. Sam Kaufman into his fourth inning of work. The 0-1 pitch gets a swing and a miss. A little bit of breaking action there. Kaufman, talked to him last week, signed a 10-day contract with the Corvallis Knights. We'll get a chance to throw in Corvallis this summer a little bit. Said he's thrown a lot of innings this year and looks forward to that time with Corvallis, but also looking to give his arm a little bit of rest as well. As the ball fouled back. Came into today with 55 innings worked. He's up to 58 total now with 3 innings in the book here today. So it may not be a full summer with Corvallis, but it's cool to get the opportunity for him. Ball fouled back for stays an 0-2 count. The West Coast League, obviously a popular spot for a lot of college guys in the Northwest Athletic Conference to get a chance to go play. The 0-2 pitch. Off speed, poke towards center field, and it drops in for a base hit. First of the day for the Roadrunners. A leadoff single for Brian Starr. First hit for Linn-Benton, but for a fourth consecutive inning, they will have the leadoff man on base. So Kaufman gets through the first 3 innings without giving up a hit. Surrenders 1 here. Brian Starr, speaking of the West Coast League, he's at first base as the ball popped up, foul, and giving chase, Noah Cox runs out of room. That'll be strike 1. Brian Starr is going to be playing with the Springfield Drifters this summer. He's going to be one of a couple of guys on this team that are playing for the Drifters. Noah Dewey also has signed up with them for summer ball. 0-1 pitch, low and inside. Robbins came up looking to maybe throw somewhere. Hangs on to the baseball. A 1-1 count for Jackson Farah, the DH, left-handed batter. Hit by a pitch his first time up. Farah, he was hit so quickly in his first at-bat, I didn't give a chance to talk about him. Batting .257. Pops one up high in the air, battling the sun. Zane Bidwell calling for it. He'll make the catch in fair territory. And there's one away. Jackson Farah, I mentioned, batting .257 coming into it. And Farah recently had a 7-game hit streak. He was 8 for 20 during that streak, but that came to an end last Saturday in Game 1 against Chemeketa. Swinging through with the first pitch, strike 1 to Jake Dodge. Dodge, a returning player for the Roadrunners. A 2024 Gold Glove winner at first base. As a pickoff throw to first, not in time. Stolen bases on the season. Linn-Benton ranks 7th in the conference with 91 stolen bases. Leaning at first, there goes the runner. Throw down to second base. Tag, not in time again. Peyton Smith grabbed, looped up, and then goes down to tag. Man, if you watch middle infielders in the majors, watch them apply tags out at second base, and it is extremely impressive how they get the tag directly to the runner. Swing and a miss, a 1-2 count now for Jake Dodge with Brian Starr out at second base after stealing the bag. They almost just let the ball travel, and they make sure their glove is where the ball is going to be coming in as close to the bag as possible so that they receive it and just have to leave their glove there for the runner to run into it. It's pitch high, 2-2. Whereas on those tags here today, Peyton Smith has grabbed and kind of looped his glove over and tried to slap the tag down, and it almost feels in bang-bang plays there, that extra motion delays his glove getting down there in time. 2-2 pitch. Smith is holding the runner on. Ground ball, right side. Thompson has it, makes the throw from the outfield grass to Bidwell at first. Up to third will go Starr. Jake Dodge advances the runner 90 feet on a ground out to the right side.
Next batter, number 3.
But there's 2 down now, and Eli Rolfe will try to see if he can bring in a runner. Leadoff single to Bryant Starr, stole second, now at third. With 2 down in the first pitch, a strike to Rolfe, a strikeout victim in the second. The 0-1 count for Kaufman. Pitch is low. Go ahead runner 90 feet from home. Well, great to see that folks finding our broadcast here today. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button on our new Riverhawks TV channel. We had to create a new one. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball. 1-2 count for Rolfe. So really happy that everybody found the channel and is able to tune in to watch the game here today. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button so you know where to find us in the future. A 1-2 count for Kaufman. Delivers Rolfe. A dribbler back to the mound. It goes by Kaufman, fielded by Smith. He can't throw it to first. And on an awkward play here in the 4th inning, a run will score for the Roadrunners. A comebacker back to the mound. Goes under the glove for Sam Kaufman. Went to his knees to try and field that one off the mound. And then it goes up the middle. Peyton Smith backing it up, got to it, but he couldn't cleanly get it out of the glove to throw to first. Runner going, throw down to second base. That time they get him. Tagged out at second, and that'll do it for the Riverhawks. Here in the top of the 4th inning, they get out of things as Rolfe caught stealing. But oh man. A run comes in to score on a very awkward 4th inning. Top of the 4th results in 1 run for the Roadrunners on 2 hits. There were no errors for the Riverhawks and nobody left on base. It's 1-0 as we go to the bottom of the 4th. Umpqua needing to get the bats going here on Riverhawk TV. The 4, 5, and 6 hitters coming up here as we begin the bottom of the 4th inning from Champion Car Wash Field. Umpqua Riverhawks now trailing 1-0. Sam Kaufman didn't give up a hit or a run through the first 3 innings, but gets hit for 2 hits in that 4th. Neither of them all that hard hit. And it was a dribbler back up the middle that brings home the go-ahead run. At the plate, Peyton Smith leading off, fouls off the first pitch. Connor Mendez with the lead to work with now. That ball belted in the air out towards left field, going back at the warning track in front of the fence. The catch made by Demenu on a hard hit ball. Peyton Smith gave it a ride, but he is not able to get it out of the ballpark or over the head of the left fielder. He was close,
The next batter, number 9.
but it is out number 1 on a long ball to left field. A couple of flyouts on some hard hit balls by Peyton Smith so far to start out. Noah Cox gets underneath one. Shallow center field. Coming in is Ginsante, angling towards the alley in right field. He makes the catch, and quickly 2 down for the Riverhawks. Cole Stoddard will bat the DH. A sac bunt his last time up. So the Riverhawks had a hit in the first and second innings. They haven't had one since. 6 straight batters retired by Connor Mendez. Check swing, couldn't hold up on a breaking ball, ends up down low. Stoddard falls behind 0-1. Mendez winds and fires. Misses. Check in on some scores from around the South Region here in a little while. The 1-1 pitch. Low and inside for Cole Stoddard. Why don't we do it right now? Because I got the scores here for me. 4-0, Clackamas leading Mount Hood in the top of the 5th in that South Region game 1 of a doubleheader. 2-1 pitch, breaking ball, high and away. 3-1 now for the left-handed hitting Cole Stoddard. So with 3 balls and a strike against Stoddard, he's ahead in the at-bat with 2 down and nobody on. The lefty waits. Got something to swing at, pokes it left side. Able to drop the barrel of the bat on the inside corner, fouls it off, and the count goes full. So the 3-2 pitch for Mendez, trying to get a 1-2-3 frame once again. Stoddard will take low for ball 4. That ends a streak of 6 consecutive batters retired for Connor Mendez.
The next batter, number 8.
Runner
Jeremiah
on at
Robbins.
first, and up next will be Jeremiah Robbins. Robbins, a strikeout victim, looking in the second inning on a ball that was right on the edge of the strike zone. Looks like we've warmed up to 70 degrees. There is a nice breeze blowing through. Man, last night got windy here in the Umpqua Basin. Outside on the first pitch to Robbins. Nice to see that the wind hasn't quite stuck around like it was yesterday. I was out, got in 9 holes of golf after work yesterday, and by the end of it, the wind was really humming. Right now, it's just kind of a nice gentle breeze across the diamond, left to right, with an American flag out in center field, blowing towards the right field foul pole. Low and outside to Robbins. Jeremiah ahead, 2 balls, no strikes. 70 degrees, expecting to hit the mid-70s here this afternoon. Mendez got the first 2 outs quickly on a couple of fly ball outs to center or to the outfield. He'll miss low and outside, and the count goes to 3-0. Ahead in the at-bat here for Jeremiah Robbins, the 7-hitter, trying to find a way on, and I'd say he does. Yep, that'll be ball 4. Back-to-back walks for Connor Mendez. He's now given 3 walks in the ball game. Going to get the catcher to come out and have a conversation. Brings up Jackson Thompson. He drew the first walk in the game back in the second inning. So Thompson, with runners at first and second base, not could turn things around here in this fourth inning after the first 2 outs recorded quickly. Mendez, after his meeting with the battery mate behind the plate, the catcher, back behind. Logan squats down, receives a pitch on the outside corner for a called strike. Important game here, a 1-0 lead for Linn-Benton. If they win this one, they will claim the South Region title outright. Breaking ball misses outside, 1-1. For the Riverhawks, they need to win all 4 to claim the South Region title, and obviously that means you got to start out with a victory here today, and they trail 1-0 at the moment through 3.5. 2 outs here in the fourth, and Connor Mendez on the mound, struggling a little bit to find the strike zone. His 1-1 offering to the second baseman, Jackson Thompson. Breaking ball, got him to lift it in the air, right side. Going to carry enough for Lindstrom, the right fielder. Tracks it down towards the foul line. And that will finish things off for the Riverhawks in the bottom of the fourth. They threaten with a couple of walks, but cannot bring in the game-tying run. No runs, no hits, there were no errors, and 2 men left on base. We go to the 5th inning, 9-inning ball game, and it's 1-0. Leading the way right now, the Linn-Benton Roadrunners here on Riverhawks TV. Chase Logan leading things off. First pitch swinging. He belts one out to right field, tracking it down near the foul line. Carson Dunn runs underneath it. One away is the 7-hitter in the lineup. He was up to bat when Eli Rolfe was tagged out stealing second. So he got a fresh at-bat to lead things off here in the 5th inning and flies out to right field. One away. So welcome you back here to Champion Car Wash Field, although we didn't really go anywhere, so if you were with us there in the bottom of the 4th inning, we didn't take off, and so you're not really back, I guess. Semantics. 0-1 count to Sam Ginsante. We'll take low, 1-1. Sam Kaufman on the mound for the Riverhawks into his 5th inning of work. Started out a bit shaky with a leadoff walk, but settled in. Got some defensive help, a double play in that first inning to limit the damage, but a fluky base hit up the middle drove in a run for the Roadrunners in the 4th inning. Leadoff single, and they almost got through it. It was a little tapper back to the mound. It just rolled underneath the glove for Kaufman, up and over the mound, out to second base, and Riverhawks couldn't make a play on it, and a run would score. The 1-2 pitch, high and inside, 2-2. So sometimes the game of baseball giveth, and sometimes it taketh away. 2-2 count with 1 out, nobody on. The 8-hitter Ginsante swings and might have foul tipped it into the glove. Yes, he did, for strike 3. Second strikeout for Kaufman, 2 down. And Connor Boyd, the 9-hitter, laid down a sac bunt his last time up. He was able to move Ginsante into scoring position after a leadoff walk in the 3rd inning. Now Boyd bats with nobody on base and 2 down. So the 9-hitter will get a chance to swing away. And he takes high and outside. Connor Boyd coming in with a 3-game hit streak. Trying to help Linn-Benton win their 7th consecutive South Region title. Outside, 2-0 count. Kaufman looking to make it a 1-2-3 frame. 2-0 pitch. This is high. This is the first inning that Linn-Benton has not gotten the leadoff man on base. Ooh, 3-0 pitch, called ball 4. Didn't look like a bad pitch. Just a bit high, maybe.
Next batter, number 4.
So a 2-out walk issued, so can't get through a 1-2-3 frame. Ball 4, and Boyd is on base. Top of the order, Lindstrom, left side, diving attempt, unable to get there. Cox out of his reach into left field. And Lindstrom, 0 for 1 in the game, gets on base for a second time as he has his first hit and just the 3rd hit in the game for the Roadrunners. And a bit of a 2-out rally brewing here. Runners at first and second. A leadoff walk, a 2-out walk. And now a base hit. Runners at first and second. Linn-Benton threatening once again. Swing and a miss out in front of a breaking ball for Deminu. Deminu grounded out to second. In his at-bat in the 3rd inning. He grounds one foul third base side this time. No balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs and runners at first and second. It's been a nip and tuck game here. Both teams have had to work through some spots with runners in scoring position in what is just a 1-0 ball game. Outside on the fastball. Couldn't get him to chase. Kaufman with a 1-2 count. Trying to get Deminu, the 2-hitter, for a 3rd time. Ground ball up the middle, diving, and it's past Smith into center field. Schaefer is going to bring it in, throws to 3rd, and up to second base will go Deminu. He'll have an RBI single, take second on the throw. And going first to 3rd was Lindstrom. Coming in to score from second is Boyd. And it's 2-0, Linn-Benton in front. Got the first 2 outs quickly, then a walk, single. And extending their lead, Linn-Benton ahead 2-0. It's still threatening here with the heart of the order coming up. Bryant Starr, a single his last time. Check swing on a breaking ball. Misses outside, a 1-0 count. The Roadrunners breaking through here in the 5th inning against Coleman, adding to their lead. A swing and a miss for strike 1. Curveball drops, falls off the table there against Starr, and he swings over the top of it. Starr has 1 of 4 hits in the game. He'll ground one to 3rd, scooped up, throw across, is going to be there to beat the runner. Now the Riverhawks will get out of things here in the 5th. Cox across to Bidwell for the final out. And it will end things here in the top of the 5th. The Riverhawks find themselves trailing. He had 1 run on 2 hits. There were no errors and 2 runners left on base. It is 2-0. Linn-Benton in front of Umpqua here on Riverhawks TV. The 9-1-2 hitters coming up for the Riverhawks here in the fifth. They trail 2-0 against Linn-Benton. Roadrunners looking to try and clinch the South Region title. Connor Mendez with a little bit more of a lead to work with. First pitch, breaking ball inside to Carson Dunn. Man, that pitch just has a lot of movement. Starts up there super high, up by the eyeballs, and Mendez is able to get that pitch to fall towards the strike zone pretty consistently. Gets a swing and a miss out of Dunn, a 1-1 count. Carson Dunn grounded out to short. Back in the second inning, his first at-bat. Grounds one to short again. Up with it. Starr rifles a strike over to first base for Jake Dodge. And there is one down to start things here in the fifth inning. One out, top of the order, Tristan Schaefer. A strikeout victim twice in this one so far. Schaefer will try to turn his fortunes around here in his third at-bat against the starting pitcher Mendez. Not noticed any action going at all throughout the day in the bullpen for Linn-Benton as of yet. So it looks like they are content riding with Mendez so far. I mean, he's pitching a shutout, so I don't see why you necessarily would be overly concerned right now, but it is a tight ball game. First pitch missed. The 1-0 to Schaefer. A strike call. Not an agreeable pitch for the home crowd. One count. Mendez out of his windup, kicks and fires. Fastball misses low. Carried a bit out off the edge of the plate as well. Got fans out there enjoying the sunshine here today, out sitting in the bleachers, getting a tan as the spring is giving us a taste of summer here in the Umpqua Basin. Pitch called for a strike, breaking ball, makes it a 2-2 count. There's a young lady out there in a puffy black jacket. I don't know how she's wearing that. I feel like you'd be burning up out there. 2-2 pitch is low. It's not super warm as of yet, though. Mid-70s coming up this afternoon. But if you're out there sitting in the sunshine, I imagine it's got to be warming you up pretty good, especially if you're wearing black. Full count pitch for Tristan Schaefer. Riverhawks wearing their white uniforms, so not an abundance of black on the jerseys today. 3-2 pitch, breaking ball, swung on and missed. Down on strikes for a third time in this game goes Tristan Schaefer. That is strikeout number 5.
Number 21, Aiden O'Malley.
2 away for Connor Mendez. That brings up Aiden O'Malley, 0 for 2 in this game. Grounded out to third his last time up on a ball that crossed up Connor Boyd there at third just a little bit, but not enough to get O'Malley on base. He takes low and outside. So the Riverhawks offense had a hit in each of the first 2 innings, but they have been held hitless in the third and the fourth so far, and 2 outs through here in this 5th inning. O'Malley sends this one skyward. It's into foul territory. First baseman Jake Dodge reaches up with one hand and makes the catch. And that will retire the side. Another 1-2-3 frame for Connor Mendez. So we are through 5 innings of play. It's all zeros on the board for the Riverhawks. They have not scored in this one. It's 2-0. Linn-Benton in front here on Riverhawks TV. The cleanup hitter and the DH, Jackson Farah, leads things off for the Roadrunners here in the top of the 6th inning. A 2-0 lead for for Linn-Benton over UCC. Out on the mound, Sam Kaufman trying to keep it a 2-0 deficit as he gets a foul ball towards the on-deck circle for the Riverhawks side of the field, down the first base side. Jackson Farah finds himself down 0-2. He's been hit by a pitch and popped out to the first baseman. 0-2 pitch, check swing. Did he go around? The appeal over at first is yes, he did. And so that'll be the final out, or the first out, I should say, to start things here in the 6th inning. Check swing strikeout for Sam Kaufman. That's his 3rd punch out in the ballgame. Been able to start out innings fairly well here as of late. First couple of innings, and the leadoff man was getting on base. Swing and a miss on the first offering to Jake Dodge. But here the last inning, in this inning now, he's started out with an out to begin the inning. In the 5th inning, got 2 outs quickly, but could not finish it off. Swing and a miss on another disappearing breaking ball to the lefty Dodge, and he's behind 0-2. With 1 out, nobody on. The 0-2 pitch, another check swing, couldn't hold up. This one a little more obvious. Dodge goes around. That is a strikeout. Back-to-back Ks for Kaufman, 2 down in the top of the 6th. Still quite a bit of time left in this one, but it has been a tough sledding so far for the Riverhawks offensively. And right now, the Roadrunners with a 2-0 lead. It feels like a sizable lead. Nothing comfortable for sure, but sizable at 2-0. Start off with a strike to Eli Rolfe, the 0-1. Off speed, pulled into left field, a base hit. Rolfe had the RBI single that just got by on the mound up the middle of the infield. And he'll have his 2nd hit of the game as he pulls one to left field. And once again, after getting 2 quick outs to start off the frame, Sam Kaufman unable to finish it off quickly. A runner on base for the Roadrunners. With 2 down, a man at first, the 7-hitter Chase Logan swings through the first offering. Logan has flown out twice to right field. The 0-1 pitch from Kaufman is swung on and missed once again. Doing well against the lefties right now. Strikeout to the first 2 lefties to start off things here in the 6th inning. Now he's got the 3rd lefty he's seen in the frame at the 0-2 count. Another swing and a miss with a breaking ball, and that pitch has been lights out for Sam Kaufman. And that'll do things in the top of the 6th inning. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's still 2-0. The Roadrunners in front of the Riverhawks. No runs on 1 hit. There were no errors, and 1 man left on base. Come back with the bottom of the 6th inning here on Riverhawk TV. Bottom of the 6th inning here from Champion Car Wash Field in Roseburg, Oregon. Joey Kieran here with you on Riverhawks TV. Thanks for tuning in and joining us today. 2-0 lead for the visiting Linn-Benton Roadrunners, looking to try and close out a South Region title. They've got Connor Mendez on the mound, and he has been pitching well. And he has been stifling the Riverhawks bats here today. Gets a foul ball on the first pitch to Zane Bidwell. Bidwell is 1 for 2 today, had a single in the first. Grounds one left side. Nice bounding ball to the 3rd baseman. A toss across the diamond by Boyd to retire Bidwell and start things here in the 6th. 1 out, and Peyton Smith will come up to bat. Riverhawks have not had a hit since the 2nd inning. 2 walks in the 4th. The only time they've had base runners on since that 2nd inning. 1 out, Smith takes a breaking ball high and inside. Peyton Smith, he's 0 for 2, but he has stung a couple of balls here today. Last one was a deep ball out to left field that got to the warning track, but Demonu there to make the catch. The 1-0 pitch, breaking ball outside this time from Mendez. Two-0 count. Mendez shakes off 5 and agrees on the 6th pitch selection, and his breaking ball nearly clips Peyton Smith on the front side. 3-0 delivery. Mendez again doesn't like the first couple of options from his catcher. Settles on the third. The 3-0 pitch is a fastball at the knees for a strike. The 3-1 outside, just missing the outside corner, and that'll be another walk for Mendez. That has been after the two singles that he gave up in the first and the second. Walks have been his other big issue, but they haven't been nearly as bad of an issue as they were the first time he pitched against the Riverhawks. That is just his fourth walk issued. Gave up 5 the first time, and he's counteracted them with 5 strikeouts in this one. So he's been able to, at the moment, hold off UCC with their offense. A 1-out walk to Peyton Smith, the cleanup hitter. Noah Cox, the 5-hitter, third baseman. 1 for 2 in the game. Had a poke to right field for a base hit back in the second. One out. A pickoff throw to first. No tag applied by Dodge over that direction. Cox waits. Pops it up on the infield. The fly ball going to first base. Caught in and out of the, he dropped it. They're going to say it was on the transition. That ball came out of the glove for Dodge. As he was kind of picking it up, it would have been, probably resulted in an out either way. Because if they called that a drop pop fly, Peyton Smith had no chance of trying to get to second base before a throw would have got him out as a force out. So 2 away on the infield fly. Another pickoff throw to first. Will not get Peyton Smith over there. Cole Stoddard at the dish. Walked his last time up. Breaking ball inside to the lefty. One ball, no strikes. Stoddard a sack bunt and a walk, so he's officially 0 for 0 in this game. Swings through a breaking ball. Looking to wrap up the bottom of the 6th with a 2-0 lead intact. Connor Mendez. No hit baseball since the second. A walk has put a man on. The 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball. Stoddard, you could see it. The wheels were turning. He thought about it. Doesn't pull the trigger. That ball comes back to the outside corner. Called for strike 2. Stoddard will try to protect the plate here. Digs back in with a man on at first. A 2-run deficit right now for the Riverhawks, trying to get something going. Runner takes off, ball up the middle. It's bobbled by Starr, but he's going to make the play to first in time for the out. And that will finish off things here in the 6th inning. Quite the play up the middle by Bryant Starr, as he will get that final out. Fielding that one up the middle. Comes through for Linn-Benton. Go to the top of the 7th. It remains a 2-0 lead for the Roadrunners here on Riverhawks TV. Well, we get a new man on the mound for the Riverhawks. Taking over is Hunter Robinson. Misses low on the first pitch to Sam Ginsante to start things here in the 7th inning. So Sam Kaufman done after 6 innings. As a ball fouled off, a 1-1 count. Kaufman exits. He will not pick up his 7th win of the season, but he's hoping not to take his 2nd consecutive loss. So we will see how this one plays out. Still 3 innings left to go for this ball game, and the Riverhawks trying to rally back from a 2-0 deficit. Ball fought off, a 1-2 count for John Sante against Hunter Robinson. Robinson comes in, making his 13th appearance of the season. He's got a 4-2 win-loss record with 3 saves, 30 2/3 innings, a 3.23 ERA, 25 strikeouts, 13 walks. Ball popped up back behind home, out of play. Stays a 1-2 count here for Ginsante. So Kaufman goes 6 innings. We'll put together his final line for you. Off-speed pitch, once again fouled back. Ginsante 0 for 1 in the game. Strikeout in the 5th inning. Also walked back in the 3rd. And the battle continues here. Ginsante, another foul ball. And the foul ball keeps it going here. The 1-2 count has not changed for the last couple of pitches. One ball, 2 strikes, nobody out. Leadoff man up, battling against the new pitcher, Hunter Robinson. Swing and a miss. Got him to chase some high heat. Robinson gets the first out to start things here in the top of the 7th. Second strikeout in the game for Ginsante. First punch out for Robinson in the relief appearance. Brings up the 9-hitter. That is Connor Boyd. Sam Kaufman goes 6 innings. He allows 2 runs on 5 hits, 3 walks, and 5 strikeouts. He had 1 hit batter in there as well. First pitch swinging away, fouls it back. Strike 1 for Boyd. Connor Boyd with a walk his last time up would score the 2nd run of the game on a 2-out single by Andrew Demanu. Ball fouled right side for strike 2. Off the end of the bat there for Boyd. Takes 1 hop past the first base coach, who's down in a catcher's squat. Did not flinch on that ball, hit his direction. 0-2 pitch. Fouled right back into the netting. Stays an 0-2 count here against the 9-hitter Boyd. Robinson works out of the stretch with nobody on. Ground ball on a breaking ball out towards short, picked up by Smith. His throw over to Bidwell. Right on target, 2 away.
Next batter, number 4.
Top of the order, Colton Lindstrom. He is 1 for 2 in this game. Been on base twice, drew a walk to start off the ball game in the 1st. Hunter Robinson has come in trying to keep the Riverhawks within reach in this one. He gets a swing and a miss on some high cheddar. Chasing the fastball, Lindstrom couldn't hold off. Now we do have some activity brewing in the bullpen for Linn-Benton. It's a breaking ball, sat on it, but couldn't square it up. Fouled it back for strike 2. Over there throwing is Seth Driesen, warming up for the Roadrunners. Tried to go back to the well on some high heat. Does not get Lindstrom to chase. It's a 1-2 count. Ground ball towards short. Smith charging in, gets it, throw over to first. Knee high, caught by Bidwell, and our side is retired. A 1-2-3 frame in the top of the 7th inning for the Riverhawks defensively. For Linn-Benton, no runs, no hits. There were no Umpqua errors, and nobody left on base. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. It's still 2-0. Linn-Benton in front of the Umpqua Riverhawks here on Riverhawk TV. Back for the bottom of the 7th inning. 7, 8, 9 hitters coming up for the Umpqua Riverhawks as they trail in this one 2-0 against Linn-Benton. Pitch inside to start off the at-bat for Jeremiah Robbins, the catcher. Leading off for the Riverhawks, he has struck out and walked, both of those against Connor Mendez, who remains in the game for his 7th inning of work. His curveball misses low. Start off a 2-0 count here for Robbins. Sunshine raining down on us here at Champion Car Wash Field. Beautiful day for some baseball. Very much baseball weather for us. Ground ball hit hard third base. Robbins, it goes right to Boyd. Fires it across the diamond. And there is one out. One away to start things here in the bottom of the 7th inning.
Number 16, Jackson Thompson.
Brings up Thompson, the second baseman. First pitch swinging for him, goes back to the mound. Throw over to first by the pitcher, Mendez. Easy toss over for the second out, 2 down. Once again, he quickly gets a couple of outs to start off an inning.
Number 2,
He will face the 9-hitter Carson Dunn. Riverhawks have just not been able to really do much other than walk against Connor Mendez. First pitch to Dunn, outside for ball 1. Connor Mendez into his 7th inning. He has gone to 7 innings or more, 3 times this year. His longest outing is 9 innings. He gets a breaking ball inside, 2-0 count against Dunn. His last outing was last 2 outings were 6-inning affairs, but pitched 7 innings against Lane, 9 against Swak, 7 against Clackamas. He's got a 2-0 pitch outside to Carson Dunn, who's now well ahead in his at-bat. The 9-hitter in front, 3 balls, no strikes. Out of the windup for Mendez. He will waste no time as he fires in a 3-0 pitch down the middle for a strike. Ground ball, comebacker up the middle, and Carson Dunn gets on. He will break the streak of no-hit innings for Connor Mendez with a 2-out single back up the middle. Goes past the feet of the pitcher, back up the middle, and into center field. A runner on with 2 down. Third hit in the ball game for the Riverhawks, and we're getting a visit out to the mound for the Linn-Benton coaching staff here, and they are going to make a call to the pen. We'll step away as we get the pitching change here from Champion Car Wash Field. Connor Mendez done for the day after a strong start. He goes 6 2/3. We'll have all the details for you when we come back here on Riverhawks TV. Taking over on the mound for Linn-Benton will be right-hander, a sophomore, Seth Driesen. Make his 9th appearance on the season, a 1-1 record with 2 saves. He's thrown a total of 12 innings, 11 walks, 11 strikeouts, and a 2.25 ERA. He'll inherit 1 runner on base and 2 outs here in the 7th inning. His first pitch misses to the top of the order here. Tristan Schaefer up the bat, 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts in this one. Schaefer trying to turn his luck around at the plate and get a 2-out rally started with speed on at first. The big righty fires in a fastball low and outside. Seth Driesen. Just going to see if I could tell you. Don't have his height listed on that page there. Let me go over to a different one here. 2-0 pitch to Schaefer. Pickoff throw to first. Dunn goes diving back in. Seth Driesen listed at 6'4", 205 pounds. Big boy. Misses high with his fastball, high and inside against Schaefer, and he's Schaefer's ahead 3-0 in the at-bat. From Arvada, Colorado, the sophomore kicks and fires. Ball 4. Well, Schaefer will not get a hit, but he does get on base and has something other than a strikeout in the ball game. So he's on at first. Carson Dunn in at second. Riverhawks with great speed on the bases here, but 2 outs. They do have the top of their order coming around here, and Aiden O'Malley coming up to bat. Before that, they visit out to the mound for the Roadrunners. Have a quick conversation, and the coach that goes out to have the conversation with him is made to look small by the size of the new pitcher, Seth Driesen. Connor Mendez goes 6 2/3, gave up 3 hits, 4 walks, had 5 strikeouts, Right now, he has pitched a shutout, but Carson Dunn out at second base would go to Mendez's total in this game if Dunn were to come around to score. Tristan Schaefer now is the responsibility of Seth Dreesen. They'll break up the meeting on the mound, and up to bat, Aiden O'Malley, 0 for 3 in the game, popped out to the first baseman his last time up. Trying to see if he can square up something from the hard-throwing right-hander. Pitch misses high for ball one. Dreesen's numbers not bad. His 1-0 pitch outside, but he is struggling to locate the fastball here in this one. Game-tying run on at first in a 2-0 ball game. Dreesen pitched on Saturday, but only threw 1/3 of an inning. His 2-0 delivery misses low, and the count goes to 3-0. Zane Bidwell, the 3-hitter, waits on deck. They've got activity in the bullpen, throwing for the Roadrunners, and they may be amping that up just a little bit, as Dreesen hasn't even thrown a strike, and he will walk back-to-back batters. So back-to-back walks load up the bases, and a prime opportunity here for the Umpqua Riverhawks, and we're going to get a quick hook for the starting pitcher, for the relief pitcher. Seth Dreesen does not record an out, faces just 2 batters, does not throw a strike. 4 straight to both Tristan Schaefer and Aiden O'Malley to walk him, and the bases are loaded. That'll bring a new man onto the mound, and we'll take a quick break and come back with all the details here on Riverhawks TV. Easton Corey will take over on the mound, a sophomore right-hander. He's thrown 26 innings this year, making his 14th appearance, and he'll try to get the final out here in the 7th with the bases loaded. And the 3-hitter up to bat for the Umpqua Riverhawks, Zane Bidwell, takes high and inside for ball one. Seth Dreesen faces 2 batters, walks them both. That loads them up. The 1-0 pitch, Bidwell takes high, and it's a 2-0 count. And the Riverhawks trailing 2-0, but a golden opportunity to try and see if they can get at least something on the board here in this 7th inning. Corey following suit to the former big right-hander. Can't find the strike zone. He buzzes the tower on Bidwell, and the count goes 3-0. Corey comes in, a 3.81 ERA, 29 walks, 29 strikeouts, 24 walks in his 26 innings of work. His 3-0 pitch, ball 4, a run comes in. A bases-loaded walk for Zane Bidwell brings in a run, and that is 3 straight batters to draw a walk against the bullpen here in the 7th inning. And the Riverhawks are on the board 2-1. Since going to the bullpen, the Roadrunners have not thrown a strike. That's 12 consecutive outside the zone. And make it 13, and back to the bag. Everybody will hustle. That ball got away for a moment from Chase Logan, but he did a great job to pop that ball up with his backhand stab. And that, miraculously for him, kept the ball near the plate and had to send all the runners racing back to their bag. A 1-0 count now to the cleanup man, Peyton Smith, who has, again, stung a couple of balls today. But he's going to wait to probably see a strike first as the pitch is high, just above the letters. It's a 2-0 count. And suddenly the Riverhawks dugout has a little bit of life to it. The 2-0 pitch. And there is a strike. We finally have a strike. 14 consecutive pitches missed the zone. Finally a strike for Corey. The 2-1 pitch. He misses high. It goes to 3-1. Heart of the order here for the Riverhawks. Noah Cox waits on deck. He's 1 for 3 in this game. But right now it's been 3 consecutive walks after a 2-out single by Carson Dunn. Ooh, 3-1 pitch just on the outside corner. Count goes full for Peyton Smith. It's a 1-run ball game, 2-1. Easton Corey trying to finish off the 7th. He'll miss high for ball 4. We got a tie ball game, folks. 4 consecutive walks, and it is knotted up at 2 runs each. Tristan Schaefer scores on the walk. Aiden O'Malley goes to 3rd. Zane Bidwell to 2nd. Peyton Smith on at 1st. Can Noah Cox come up with a base hit to try and put a lead on the board for the Riverhawks? Or maybe another walk. Takes outside for ball 1. Base hit here could put a crooked number up on that board and give the Riverhawks something to really cheer about. 1-0 is inside, 2-0 count. Fresh baseball out to the mound for Easton Corey. So that closes the book on Connor Mendez. He gives up 1 run. Seth Dreesen so far has given up 1. If Aiden O'Malley comes around to score, Dreesen will have given up 2 and be on the hook for the loss. Pitch in the dirt. It's a 3-0 count for Noah Cox. We have seen a total of 2 strikes thrown between the last 5 batters, including the one at the plate right now for the Riverhawks. A 3-0 pitch by Corey. And there's ball 4. The Riverhawks take the lead. Five consecutive walks issued by the bullpen, 3 of them by the new man on the mound, Easton Corey. And here comes another visit to the mound. Shocker there. And this might do it. They're going back to the bullpen here. What a inning here for the Riverhawks. The bullpen absolutely implodes, and this game now has the Umpqua Riverhawks in front 3-2 in the bottom of the 7th. There's 2 outs. There's been 5 consecutive walks after a 2-out single by Carson Dunn, and the Riverhawks lead this one 3-2. Back in a moment here on Riverhawks TV. The Umpqua Riverhawks will send their 9th hitter to the plate here in the 7th inning. The last 5 have all drawn a walk against the bullpen for the Linn-Benton Roadrunners. And up to bat will be Cole Stoddard. We get a pinch hitter here for the Riverhawks. Instead of doing the lefty-lefty, they'll go lefty-righty as a strike is thrown from the new man on the mound. Wyatt Connolly takes over, a left-hander, sophomore, making his 12th appearance. And he does what the other relievers have not been able to do, throw strikes. He gets an 0-1 count. I believe this is Ryson Wa'alani. Is that Wa'alani that's batting? Ryson? Okay. Wa'alani will get the pinch hit appearance here, looking to come up with a base knock. A 1-1 delivery, and he takes for a 2-1 count. Easton Corey did not record an out, did not give up a hit, 3 walks, no strikeouts. The runner at third, second, and first, those runners all go to his credit. 3-2, Riverhawks in front. The 2-1 pitch, breaking ball misses way high, and it's a 3-1 count with the bases loaded for the pinch hitter, Ryson Wa'alani. Can the Riverhawks continue to add runs via the base on ball? 3-1 pitch off the end of the bat, out in front of it for Wa'alani. And out there on the mound, Connolly just looks like he's just almost trying to throw BP, just wants to get something over the plate just to find the strike zone. With 2 down, a full count pitch, runners moving on the delivery. And there's ball 4. That is 6 consecutive walks. All of them, the last 4 have brought in a run. And the Riverhawks now lead this one 4-2. This game went from the Roadrunners just absolutely dominating. Well, not absolutely dominating. They were winning, and they were having a great pitching performance from Connor Mendez. And now the bullpen has absolutely coughed this one up. 10 hitters to the plate for the Riverhawks here in the 7th. Up to bat for a second time will be Jeremiah Robbins. He started off the frame with a ground out to third. Takes the first pitch from Connolly for a strike. The 0-1 delivery. Breaking ball misses away. We've seen Seth Driesen, Easton Corey, and now Wyatt Connolly. The 3 of them combined for 6 saves on the season for Linn-Benton. There's another pitch misses, 2-1 count for Robbins. The Roadrunners have 11 saves recorded on the year. These 3 relievers that we've seen this inning have 6 of them combined. But they have been struggling to find the zone. A check swing on a breaking ball low. No appeal. And the count goes to 3-1, and here we are back in the same spot again. Connolly, a 3-1 pitch. Misses. And this has almost gotten somewhat comical. No laughing matter down in the dugout for the Roadrunners. That is another bases loaded walk. That is now 5 consecutive bases loaded walks and 7 consecutive walks issued by the Roadrunners. A first pitch strike to Jackson Thompson. Thompson grounded back to the mound. And his first at-bat this inning, he takes outside, a 1-1 count. One ball, 1 strike. There's 2 down. Thompson will hit a chopper, back to the mound, fielded, spin, throw to first. It comes out of the glove for the first baseman dodge. It rolls away. 2 runs will score on the play, and the Riverhawks are now in front 7-2 with runners on the corners. Jackson Thompson, a chopper that high chop back to the mound, the lefty fielded and had to spin and throw to first, and it came out of the glove. I don't know if it was because of the contact. Dodge was kind of on the plate or on the bag, and in the way of Jackson Thompson just running to the base, and the ball just came out. Not sure exactly who you probably give that error to, but it's going to be an error, and 2 runs score on that. First pitch misses, ball 1 here against the 9-hitter Carson Dunn. A 1-0 pitch. In for a strike, 1-1. 7 consecutive walks with 2 outs and now an error. And the Riverhawks have jumped out to a 5-run advantage. Another pitch misses, 2-1. Dunn started all of this in this 7th inning with a 2-out single up the middle that got it a runner on base, and then 7 consecutive walks. He takes off early. That was only ball 3, so it's a 3-1 count. Out at first base, good job by Jackson Thompson to get to first and not get confused by the count there that Carson Dunn thought was ball 4, because he could have been out if he was off the bag. 3-1 pitch to Dunn, and there's ball 4. That'll load him up once again. So here in the 7th inning, 8 of the 9 batters in the lineup for the Riverhawks have walked. And this will be, let's see, the 13th hitter to come to the plate for UCC. They lead it by 5. Absolute implosion for the Roadrunners as a pitch in for a strike. Connolly delivers a off-speed pitch, slow roller up the middle, throw to first base, not in time, and a run scores. The inning will continue. A slow chopper up the middle. They don't get it to first in time. And the Riverhawks will add another run on an infield single by Tristan Schaefer. Ooh, that was close. So the bases remain loaded. It's now 8-2. As Schaefer will get on with that infield single. His first hit on the day. That must feel good for him. Coming in to score was Jeremiah Robbins. Thompson at third, Dunn at second. Strike 1. Excuse me, a 1-1 count here against Aiden O'Malley. The pitch, Connolly misses high and away. Two balls and 1 strike. Just heard someone in the stand say, all with 2 outs. That is right. We've scored 8 runs here in this inning with all with 2 outs. It's a pitch low, 3-1 count. There's been 8 walks. There's 2 outs. First 2 batters get out on ground outs on the infield. Then a single, and we've seen 8 walks, an error, and now another single here in this frame. Bases are loaded. A 3-1 pitch, ball 4, and there's yet another run with 2 outs. I've never seen quite anything like this. I did have someone reach out to me. I am a Chicago Cubs fan, and the Cubs saw their closer in extra innings give up 9 runs in 1 inning here just a couple days ago. And this definitely has that kind of feel to it, but this has been something else. Another run scores. Strike on the first pitch to the 3-hitter, Zane Bidwell, who is up for a second time here in the 7th inning. The Riverhawks have batted through. The 0-1 pitch, Connolly misses outside, 1-1. That was the second walk for Aiden O'Malley here in the 7th inning. The 1-1 pitch to Bidwell. Catches the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Well, this game has taken quite the turn. It's a 1-2 pitch, trying to get that final out here. Connolly delivers. Bidwell hits one out towards the alley on the run. And that ball, diving attempt, it gets out of the glove and rolls away. Bidwell into second, coming around to score. The throw not in time. A 3-run double for Zane Bidwell, and the Riverhawks have broken this one open, and they actually end it because of the 10-run mercy rule. They scored 12 runs here in the 7th inning, and in this one in a walk-off. What just happened? Final, the Riverhawks keep their hopes of a South Region title alive, and they stun the Linn-Benton Roadrunners. What? That was something. Zane Bidwell with a bases clearing double finishes the game here in the 7th as 3 runs come in to score. Diving attempt by Sam Ginsante. It popped out of his glove as he went to the turf. The Riverhawks scored 12 in the 7th to win it. I don't know. I haven't seen a game like that in my time in the booth or as a baseball fan in general. 12 runs in the 7th inning, and the Riverhawks go from not having a hit since the 2nd inning. They had 2 hits in the ball game, 1 in the 1st, 1 in the 2nd. Had no runs, no hits from the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and the 6th inning. They got the first 2 outs here quickly in the 7th inning, but then starting pitcher Connor Mendez gave up a 2-out single to Carson Dunn, and they made the decision to go to the bullpen, and that's where it all took a turn. In the 7th inning with 2 outs with a man at first, coming in, Seth Driesen issues back-to-back walks to load the bases. They said, okay, don't like that. Let's go to the bullpen. Let's bring in Easton Corey. Corey comes in and walks 3 consecutive batters, all bringing in runs here in the 7th inning. And with those 3 runs coming in to score, the Riverhawks took a 3-2 lead. Then they go to the bullpen again and bring in Wyatt Conley. He walks in a run to start off, then walks in another run, and that would make it 5-2 at the time. A high chopper off the turf in front of the mound by Jackson Thompson went right back to the mound, and Connolly got it, spun and threw to first, but the ball came out of the glove for Jake Dodge, and that allowed Thompson to get on safely and brought in 2 runs, I believe it was, at that point. Carson Dunn, that would have left the base empty, so it brought in 2 runs. Carson Dunn draws a walk to get on base for a second time here in the 7th inning. And then they go back to the top of the order. Tristan Schaefer, a bases-loaded walk. Aiden O'Malley, a bases-loaded walk. And then a bases-clearing double to score 3 more. The Riverhawks score 12 runs here in the 7th inning on all of 3 hits. There was 1 error, and a man left on base because the game came to an end. A 10-run rule victory here for the Riverhawks as they score all 12 runs in the 7th inning and stun the Linn-Benton Roadrunners. The Riverhawks have now won 4 consecutive games, and Linn-Benton has lost 5. I still can't quite comprehend exactly what just played out in front of us here, folks. 24-19 now on the season for the Riverhawks. They are 21-12 in league play. For Linn-Benton, they are 27-10-1, and they are now 23-10 in South Region play. And the Riverhawks keep their hopes of maybe rallying for a South Region title alive. They've got to win 3 more to make that happen. Wow, what a day we just got to see there. So let me see here. Let's try to tally up some numbers. Let's see here. So 12 runs on just 5 hits for the Riverhawks. And let's see here, no errors. And for Linn-Benton, they had the 2 runs on 5 hits, 1 error. They leave 5 men on base. So 2 runs, 5 hits, 1 error, 5 runs left, 5 runners left on. Riverhawks leave 6 men on base. Let's see here. That should be your numbers there. For Linn-Benton, 2 runs on 5 hits, 1 error. They leave 5 men on base. For UCC, 12 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and they leave 6 men on base. Well, neither starting pitcher factors into this one as, let's see here. Getting the win is going to be Hunter Robinson. And Robinson on the season. Hunter Robinson improves to 5-2 on the year with that victory. Taking the loss is going to be Seth Dreesen, as he gave up the go-ahead run, or was credited with it. He put a man on that ended up being the 3rd run to give the Riverhawks a 3-2 lead at the time. And so Dreesen will pick up the loss, and he goes to 1-2 on the season with that loss. What a crazy game we were just witness to here. So they needed 1 more out and couldn't get it. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13 hitters came to the plate with 2 outs in that 7th inning. And all but Zane Bidwell, who had the 3-run double that ended the game, all 13 of those, all 12 of the 13 come in to score. What a wild finish. So you had 6 2/3 innings for Connor Mendez. He gives up 1 run on 3 hits, 4 walks, and 5 strikeouts. But then Dreesen, Corey, and Connolly, none of them record an out. Dreesen, who takes the loss, goes no innings. He gave up no hits, 2 walks, no strikeouts, and he gives up 2 runs. Then Easton Corey came in. He faced 3 batters. He walked all 3 of them. He ends up getting credited with 3 runs allowed on no hits, no strikeouts, doesn't record an out. And then Wyatt Connolly comes in. So Connolly gave up 2 hits. He'll be credited with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, that looks right. 6 runs. And he ended up walking 1, 2, 3. He walked 4. Didn't strike anybody out. So that would be 13 walks total in this game for the Umpqua Riverhawks. Wow. Sam Kaufman does not factor into the decision for the Riverhawks. 6 innings. He allowed 2 runs on 5 hits, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts, and 1 hit batter. Hunter Robinson came in the 7th, so he pitches 1 inning. It was a 1-2-3 frame. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no walks. No errors, but no runs, no hits, no walks, 1 strikeout for Robinson in that one. There you go. 12-2 the final in 7 innings because of the mercy rule, as the Riverhawks scored 12 in the 7th. I got to catch my breath, folks. Scratch my head a little bit. That was the most ridiculous ending to a baseball game I think I've ever been a part of. Game 2 is going to be up in about 20 minutes from now. We'll start a new broadcast on our new Riverhawks TV. Make sure you hit the subscribe button so that you know where to go to catch Riverhawks athletics. Might see more exciting stuff like that. Umpqua Riverhawks get the win. And if they can get 1 more, they're at least in an extremely good spot to be able to host a super regional. And if they can get 1 more here today, they leave their hopes of trying to win the South Region title alive as they get ready to go to Albany for a doubleheader against the Roadrunners coming up on Saturday. So we'll be back with more action for you here from Champion Car Wash Field in about 20 minutes, so don't go anywhere. What I would like you to do is go back to our channel, and on our channel you'll find the broadcast for Game 2. And we'll have that for you here in just a few moments, getting that stream going. And you can tune in and hang out there until we get the Game 2 broadcast underway in about 20 minutes from now. Game 1 in the books, 12-2, final for Umpqua on top of Linn-Benton here on Riverhawks TV. I'm Joey Kieran. If we don't talk to you again here soon, I hope you have a great rest of your day, but hopefully you'll be joining us for Game 2 in just a few moments from Champion Car Wash Field in Roseburg.